Okay, guys, so I seen this guy. They're talking mad mess about this woman. Just making a simple little video. Like, everybody, I get what she's doing. And I do understand the perspective of where some of the people in the comments are coming from. Sorry, had to drink some water. So, the fact that this individual is saying that she's too old for a sneaky link and that she shouldn't have her children around while she's getting her beep clapped. The crazy thing is, half of these people that's being extremely critical are blowing up a situation and making something out of nothing. Like, first of all, it's just a skit. She's not revealing herself like, how a lot of women would reveal themselves, even though her pants are tight, but people be wearing their pants like that, and her shirt is not like really short. She's not dressed like all hoochie and anything like that. Apparently, obviously her daughter's in on the joke, and there's no other man even representing a person being her sneaky leak coming in, and they're getting all in their feelings about it like this. And then with the name Chulo, baby, don't even get me started on. I ain't trying to be rude, but y'all know what I'm saying when I say the name Chulo, because a lot of black men and Hispanic men are the main mugs that love, including Caucasian men as well. They the main mugs though that I know that be having all kind of children. I've been meeting women. They telling me stories about how people in their family was messing with them, molesting them and shit like that. And I remember I was on when I was like 15 or 16 years old. I had my own cell phone, but out of me on my own went on the website, and I'm the one who was talking to some older man that was like in their 20s and 30s, and I didn't have any regard. Like, some of them I thought about, I was like, damn, he too old, but I didn't like think of it, the way I think of it as I got older, like when I was 19 years old versus how I thought of it when I was 16. And that came from older people always touching on me anyway. So it's kind of like, normal, not in a good way though. It's like, I don't know. Anyways, that's not what this is about. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say is, on that website, there was this dude who called he went by the handle Gerardo22, and he switched up, and then he started telling me this illicit shit about him doing stuff to his sister. I don't know if it was true or not, but it really pissed me off. And I remember talking to men, and if I did go into telling them stuff about things that happened to me, they were getting off on it. And then on top of that, people like Chulo, they always being overly critical. Like, it's understandable where they're coming from, but it's people that be being like that unnecessarily that be having the most problems going on in their own household, or they be the ones who are the perpetrators. They be the ones who do the shit. And I know that because I've met people even recently that know better. But like, I'll tell another story about that later. But there's people who know better, but they still choose to do the thing that they know they shouldn't be doing because they want to sneak and do it, but they know morally that it's not correct, it's not proper, but they'll do it anyways. And then, not saying this guy himself, Mr. Chulo, is doing that, but I'm just using it as an example. And I do like how the people told some nice house and then the hair is hairy. But then, see, this person gets it. Kalia or whatever their name is, I apologize. They said you distracted her. Good, lol. Love you guys, because they get the joke. It's not like, but this person telling you too old for a sneaky link. And first of all, who are they to tell them that they are too old for a sneaky link? And it's always men who do that. I don't know if this specific individual Chulo is a man, and they're just putting, or if it's a woman putting the name Chulo. But if it is a man, I found, like, even on an old video, I remember a short I seen of an older man who had gray hair telling a woman that don't younger woman that was like 24 and less, I believe, or in their 20s, saying stuff like, don't be like these old these old B words. And but his ass looked like he was every bit of like 45 years old and up. So if 30 something is old, what is his old ass doing in the club? And that's the like double standard. Then they start talking stuff about, because they're a man, it's different and stuff. No, we need to have those same, why don't you have the same standard then, if that's the case? But he was in his feelings about something. So basically, all I'm trying to say is that nobody's too old for a sneaky link, especially if they're doing it responsibly, like how they tell you to drink responsibly. Don't be effing somebody that's too old. Don't be clapping somebody that's too young. I meant to say, like as if that it still would be considered like you like kids or something like that. Because that I don't know. I think of people differently that are attracted to children in a like they're attracted in a sexual way. There's something that's imbalanced in them. So it's kind of weird because like if you desire a child, something in you is not mature enough. That's how I feel, because children are precious. They're meant to be protected and raised properly. Like let them have fun, let them have joy. They don't need to be introduced to sex. That's what it seemed like it happened. Like I'm like motherfuckers like this dude. I apologize, y'all. Sometimes I just be saying some curse words. So if you can't handle it, I'm so sorry. You just gonna have to go to somewhere else to be entertained or to listen for educational or informational purposes. For entertainment for from a channel like this. Like this is not the channel for you. I apologize, but have a good day. But anyway, so back to my regular self. I just wanted to say that these type of people are the ones who be in on molesting children, or they're the ones who turn a blind eye to it happening in their own household. And for instance, this person said, you shouldn't have your children around while you're getting your shit clapped. So if that was the case, then why are some women married to men who are clapping their own children in their household? And sometimes they don't know about it, but sometimes when they do know about it, they're the moms that's turning a blind eye to the shit. And then there'll be the same mom that'll go telling somebody else in their household what they should and should not be doing. Vice versa for males who do that as well, for men who do that as well. So that's just the example I'm trying to make. Like it just because this comment for some reason it kind of irked me a little bit, and it kind of pissed me off because I'd be like, half the time it's the motherfuckers that be in your own household that's clapping each other, or hold on, I thought I heard the refrigerator going on if I left it open. But it'd be people that's doing incest in their own house, but then you'll be the man clapping some daughter of even if of your own friend. I've heard stories that women have told me about what happened to them in their childhood, what these grown ass men did to them. And they were very young. They were too little to be exposed to the things that these women shared to me that they were exposed to. That I will not go into detail here. It utterly pisses me off. It's disgusting. And then they'll be the same man like, oh no, kids, they're, and I know because I had some encounters with two men that were, one was trying not to be on the registry and one what went to jail and is now actively on the registry, I believe. And they both had some behaviors as men that knew things that were morally correct, but they were attracted to children. And I'll stop right there because I'll make another video going into detail on an example about what I'm talking about, because this shit really fucking pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just sick of it. And it's to the point now where I could just look at a motherfucker and tell that they into children secretly. That's all. Deuce.